I'm just someone who is passionate about helping other students and really growing teachers, just helping them grow and delivering, impactful lessons, but also growing the children in social and emotional health. Because, I think typically we think about academics and we associate that with schooling, but it's so much more than that.
Before Mary Robinson became the assistant principal at Cedar Hills Bray Elementary in 2021, in 2003, she was Mary Alice Murray, the first African American valedictorian at Temple High School. A native to Temple, Robinson says all it took was impactful teachers in the classroom to inspire and motivate her on her journey. Almost 18 years later, 6 News Digital caught up with Robinson, who says her journey at Temple has helped her inspire her own community at Cedar Hill ISD.
My favorite teacher of all time, Mike Horner, taught me 9th grade U.S. history. History was a subject that was not my favorite. I was naturally just a math science person. And so Temple and my schooling there just really holds a special place in my heart.
Robinson credits Horner's dedication to teaching to be what really motivated her to excel in her classes, a teacher who really had a presence in the classroom.
And for him, I was always a good student. That was never an issue. But for him to create a believer that this is actually a cool subject, and I went on to major in the social sciences when I did cultural anthropology, and that was all inspired by him, was an amazing thing.
Thanks to teachers like Horner and other teachers in the community, not only did Robinson excel in her studies throughout the halls of Temple High, but she also learned the importance of building relationships and connections, a lesson that would take her very far in life.
I learned the power of really connecting with an audience. I saw my teacher do that. I saw him do more than just the bare minimum.
Robinson says as a student at Temple High, the bare minimum was not acceptable. She wants her students to have the same mindset, especially as they prepare for the real world.
As adults, we have to do the same thing. We have to be able to manage our emotions. We need to be able to grow and to be responsible and to become, responsible citizens with jobs. And it's more necessary now. I think all these years later, 18 years later, there's so much more vying for kids' attention. Back then we had technology, but I think I didn't have my first cell phone until I went off to college, like in 2004. And now kids come out of the womb basically playing with technology and whatnot. So as teachers, you have to be a great communicator,
As an assistant principal, Robinson says she does what she can to inspire her staff and students. It's even harder when you're in the middle of a pandemic.
A fixed mindset versus growth mindset, but it's applicable in any area. And I think if we can encourage and inspire minority students and help them to understand that you too can achieve anything, I think a lot of it has to do with just motivation, getting people to believe that they can, then they will. Because it's not a matter of cognitive ability. It's really just a matter of, can you think that you can do it? And can you set goals?
When Robinson was in school, she was able to find the balance between having friends and an education, and she hopes her students will use her as an example. Currently, Robinson is continuing her education as she is working towards her Ph.D. in educational administration at the University of North Texas.
If we just embrace every opportunity that comes our way and look at everything as a learning opportunity, as one more thing to grow you, not just academically, but just grow you as a person, everything works to your benefit in the long run. I truly believe that. It's not just cliche to me. So just trust the process, enjoy the journey.
Fast forward to now, almost 18 years later, and Robinson says she's still enjoying her journey as she inspires her community, her students, and staff. It just takes one.
I can just do just a small little bit. If I can have just a little bit of Michael Horner in me and make a believer out of other kids that what you're learning is really cool. What we're doing, the program that we have going on at our school is actually really neat and you want to buy into it. If I can do a little bit of what he did for me, then it's an amazing thing.
Reporting for 6 News Digital, I'm Maya Turner.